Dear viewers, welcome to Dr. Ram's Medical Coding Academy. Today we are going to discuss about an important topic about people who have taken the CPC exam but haven't qualified. So don't worry, with CPC you have a benefit of taking the pre-examination free of cost. In fact, we are actually paying for attempting twice. So don't lose your heart. You can always take the second attempt at your own free will. So we all know that you need to secure 70% in order to clear this examination. That being the case, I have seen several students and coders who have failed the exam just by 0.5 marks. So things happen that way. So you don't have to lose your heart, but still you have the opportunity to retake the exam. So once you see your result, mostly within 10 days or around 7 to 15 days, the exam results will be published on the AAPC website. Everybody must be having palpitations and all that, but it's okay, it's common for everyone. Even I've had several palpitations when I used to appear for certain specific examinations like those compliance stuff and documentation expert, because these are kind of different examination. In fact, for compliance examination, no manuals are allowed there. No manuals are in fact needed. If there is at least some amount of coding, you'll have the confidence, but absolutely there is no coding per se is involved with compliance, with documentation, and with physician practice manager certifications, etc. Anyway, coming back to our topic, for coders who have failed the first attempt, so don't worry, you can take the second attempt. But before that, you should avoid making certain mistakes. Now, what are those mistakes and how you'll have to rectify it, we'll see in this video. First thing is, once the results are over, coders are keen to see their results. And if it happens to be a negative result, say if you haven't qualified, then don't lose heart. You have another chance. Just observe, okay? Just observe the breakdown of marks in each of the sections. Because section-wise breakdown of marks is given. So have a look at it and identify your weak areas. Make a note of it. And there will be certain areas where you have performed excessively well actually. You would have surpassed. So be happy, don't lose heart. And then what are the key areas? Please make a note of it. That is one important thing. And coders make this mistake of immediately scheduling the examination very soon after the result is over. That's madness. Don't do that. Because once you book for the examination, you are supposed to take the 2 attempts within 1 year of your initial registration. So imagine you are going to register for the exam on March 1st, then you can have 1 full year left. So before the March 1st of next year, you need to exhaust both of your attempts. So if you clear in the first attempt, then that's completely over. Some students would ask me, would I get a refund if I clear in the first attempt itself? There was one coder who was working in United Arab Emirates. He called me and he was a certified coder, meaning he was an inpatient coder. So he was telling me, sir, I'm just quitting this coding profession, but I've cleared CIC, can I sell this? So that was a foolish question which was asked by a coder actually. Things don't happen that way. Okay, so once you're clear, you become a certified member. If you don't want to have it, it is again your wish. Please avoid this mistake of scheduling it immediately. Don't do that mistake. Take some time. You have 1 full year left from the date of your initial registration. And again, be careful on the day you register, because sometimes coder would register on a particular date and after 6 to 8 months, they'll appear for the initial attempt itself. And by the time they take the second attempt, they'll be running short of time without adequate preparation. So to avoid that, you need to be very careful. Ensure that you are well prepared, you are thoroughly prepared, and then you can just book a seat within 1 or 2 months. Because gone are the days where we used to have the exams being conducted only twice in a year. So it was very difficult for people like me when we took the exams earlier. We couldn't even book the seat. But nowadays, you people are so lucky, like every month or every alternate month, we have venues in Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chandigarh, etc., Kochi and all that, isn't it? So you are at your own comfort to reserve the seat for all these exams at your own free will. When you feel that you are adequately prepared, you can now book your seat. You can simply go to the AAP's website and choose certification and location. You will find select the country, and you will find all possible cities where the exams will be conducted. Once you fail, with that result itself, there is an opportunity for you to retake the exam. So you need to click on that link. Now please ensure how much of time will be needed. So I would tell you to at least wait for 2 months. At least prepare for another 2 months. It depends on the marks you got. Maybe in certain section, if you are very weak, then you need to have several months together for your preparation again. So it's like if you have failed with like 60%, 60 to 70, 69%, in that case, you can wait for at least 2 months. Now what are you going to do in the 2 months? That I will let you know. So first is observation. Look at your marks, break down very carefully, and then scheduling your retake exam is very important. Okay? Only when you are confident, you need to prepare it. Otherwise, if you are going to schedule it immediately, and again if you are unable to clear that, then your entire payment for the exam goes waste because there is no refund. So you need to be very careful. When people fail, then we can easily surmise that they haven't done their mock exams properly. I will tell you one thing, it does not matter how many mock exams you take. Okay, it does not matter at all. Some students will query how many papers you give us. They give them like 10 papers, 12 papers. I'll tell you one thing, even with the 3 papers, students have come out with flying colors. So it does not depend on the number of mock exams, but the mock exams which you take, you should be confident enough with every question that you are attempting. Please ensure that you understand the question because the questions are based on certain coding guidelines. So once you are thorough with those concepts, then you can easily clear any kind of question which appears in that particular format. So whatever mock exams that you have taken, please revisit those mock exams. You might be having a question paper in your hand, isn't it? So very well, go through all the questions, sit silently, take adequate rest, go to a room, and then peruse all the questions and ensure that the answer which you are going to select, that you understand and select. Do not mark your mock exams answers with wilderness or with a wild guess. Okay, you need to be very sure as to why this option is being chosen. You must be very clear on a particular coding concept which is hidden in that particular case. Thirdly, whatever clarification that you need, whatever doubts that you have, please don't hesitate to ask your trainer or a teacher or your fellow coders. Okay? With doubts and so much of clarifications, you can't enter the exam hall. There might be certain factors. Say in E&M coding, you might be having certain doubts. So when can I code this as a consultation service? You might be having a doubt, isn't it? So get that clarified. So what are the requirements for reporting as a consultation service in the E&M service? That you need to know. Okay, so get all your doubts and clarifications sorted out. Lastly, I wanted to focus on one particular coding concept which is about modifiers, because modifiers play a tremendous role. It helps you to easily rule out certain options. So what you must do is, you must by heart the modifiers, not the entire modifiers. Okay, we have certain often reported CPT modifiers which you need to know. If you don't know the modifier, the HIPEX book contains the entire list of modifiers, so you can refer the HIPEX books during the time of examination. Okay, so you need to be very thorough with the modifiers. It should be in your fingertips. What is modifier 24? What is 57? What is the difference with 78 and 79? Right? When it is a 58, when it is a 24, can be reported 24 along with a 25. So all these things you need to understand, right? The global modifiers, all these you need to understand. And when you report a 59, you might have certain indicators. 0, 1, 9, what do these indicators mean? what is an MUE. So all these things please get clarified. Coming to compliance and billing, I don't think that you can answer all the questions. So whatever material is available, you can go through that. Okay, because this is a gray area. Questions from compliance can also be there, and this is a vast area. So that's okay, you can't get everything correct, but still you can control the areas where you are confident. I hope this video would have been very helpful to you, for people who haven't cleared the CPC in the first attempt. So please follow the steps which I have mentioned through this entire video, and I congratulate that you will certainly become a certified coder after listening to this video and after applying the principles which I have mentioned in this video. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye.